Hello everyone, my name is Asmit Umal and I am going to show you some of the basics and advanced concept of Flutter such as providers, state management through one of my personal project which is a Medium clone. As you all be knowing, Medium is a blog posting website where user post their articles for others. There are many clones of Medium on the web application that are based on React, Angular, Node.js, but there are very less that are based on Flutter application. So here I will be sharing and showing one of my personal projects with you all so that you can learn and get help from in your upcoming Flutter projects. So let's get started. Before moving to the code part, let us first get walkthrough of the Flutter application that I have built till now so that you can better understanding of the work that I have in the code. So let's get started. So as you can see, this is my home page of the Flutter application where there are many test articles which I have from the different users like test2, test1, and these are the users that I have made for fake. And there is this page. Then we have a sidebar here. Here is the options like become a member, audio, news story, where you can write a news story. Like is a text where you can add a photo, either it's a title, either text with from of the. When you paste the link, the image get inserted here. So before moving there, let's show you another pages. So one of the other pages is the view profile. So here is the setting page where you can sign out and you can select the different options. And why not this website is working? Okay, there is an error, so I will fix that error later. Here you can get a profile picture, there is a text, their username, their email, their followings, their followers, and all the articles that are based on this user only. So this is the code that I have built till now. So before not wasting any time, let's get started to the code part. And the sign in and sign out pages that I forgot to show are here. Like there you can sign out, and then you get this landing page for the sign in, and sign up you can have a different page like sign up with email, and like signing in you can get the sign in with email, like I can type test2@gmail.com here, test, and then clicking login, then they will be logged in as that user. So this is the part that I have made till now. Let's move to the code part. So here is the code. As you can see my screen, I have used some of the best practices that are following in the Flutter packages such as state management, beautiful architectures, and I will go through this on all of these through one by one. So before moving that, let us show you the architecture that I am using. So the architecture that I will be using for this, and before that I will tell you the backend for this application, like just a minute, like this article, where these articles are coming from. These articles are coming from one of my server that is based on Node.js. You can ask that why I haven't used the Firebase, as this is the only this is the popular Firebase administrator that use many of the people, but I haven't used the Flutter Firebase because I also have one of the web application that is based on Munt stack for the website. I can show you that part. Like this is the original one, Medium application, web application, and this is the Medium server that I have built. Why their photo is not coming? Let me just sign out. I will show you the page and the same difference. So here is the original Medium part that is built, and here is my web application. It's look good. So I am currently building it till now. All the pages are not completed, but the server that I am using the same article, same server for this web application and also to this mobile application. So both articles are from the same server that I have used, and they are consumed by React on the front end part of the website and Flutter on the front end part of the web application. So let's get started to the code part. So here is the code part that I would like to show. So as you all know what is Flutter, I think you all know Flutter very well, but if you not, let me go through the one of the quick introduction. So Flutter is a application that is designed by Actually, it is a software development kit which is designed by Google, and it helps us in writing beautiful natively apps and for both iOS, Android, and now they are also support web and desktop applications. So Flutter is a very good development package, and it helps in, and it has many better advantages. Currently, Flutter also support web support, means that with a single code base you can write Android application, iOS application, web application, and also some part alpha beta version is also going for that, Linux and Windows applications. So this is Flutter. I hope you have the basic understanding of Flutter. So here is the library part which contains all our code that will be required for these projects. Here I have used some of the best practices. As you can see, like I have this app config file. This app config file is nothing but just takes our build context, our mobile height, width, height padding, so that we can get a responsive web application, Android applications and iOS application. Like if we can also use the pixels and that use application, but that shows that are not helping responsive. But with if we get the height, width, height padding and the for every screen, that then we can design a responsive design for all of the mobiles and give a better user experience to all of this. So this is nothing but basically a function that returns app height, app width, vertical padding, horizontal padding, and also the colors that I will be using, like main color, main dark color. One thing I forgot to show, our app also support dark mode. Let me see if this is available in Android emulator. I don't know this Android emulator shows the dark mode or not, but if you try this on your own mobile and switch on to the dark mode, then it will be switched to the dark mode. Okay, that's the different part. So this is the constant. Here is a constant file where I will be using the two constants. One is a success toast and one is a failed toast. As you all know, toast is a simple pop-up message that comes to the bottom of the screens. When there will be error, then there will be shown a failed toast with that color and all the descriptions. And when there will be a success, like your post posted successfully or your article has been saved like this, then there will be a success toast showing. And now let's go to the enumerables. In enumerables, I have two states, like idle and busy. These states are like for idle. Let's say that your application is not sending any restful request, then your application will be in idle state. But if a server is fetching the data or posting the data, then we can switch it to the busy, and I can show the then spinning progress bar with all that with ease. Next part is library. Library is nothing. And next part is provider. Provider I will show you at the last. Let's start at the services. So all you know services. Our application is a fully functional RESTful API. Means our server sends us the get request, post request to the server, and then there will be a return response according to that. First is a sign up method. Let's say I have made a class API service which extend the base API. This base API is here. Base API.dart. It just contains only sign up, login, and the get request, get without alt request, post request, patch request for different endpoints. My advice is to use this boilerplate. I will send you the boilerplate. This contains all the services that will be required for you, so that you can get these all code without any difficulties. And here this API service extended by base API, and nothing, we just use the base API methods with wrap up with our own methods, so that we can get better user experience and get try catch box, so that we can show the error if there is any going on. So this is all. This is API URL. These are the endpoints. API response is a response that we will be getting from the data. I have used this class, means data will be stored here. If there will be error message. And this is a base API already shown. This is the STT exception class that I have made, which override the existing toString method, so that we can get the message of the STT exception. And there is a navigation service. You know navigation service? Navigation service is normal like navigator.push, navigator.part, but here I can use on the view models. I will show you what are the view models later on. And this pref service. Pref is stand for preference, and this is just like a local storage if you are from the web development field. Means it stores the data in your mobile, so that if you open the application again, you don't have to sign in again, because once sign in, their access token will be saved in your mobile, and when you open again, these access tokens fetch your API, fetch your profile and populate it again. So I haven't shown the provider. So provider, I will be using a provider, and with a get it package. You know get it package? Get it is a object relocation package. Let me show you what is get it. Sorry, what happened is get it Flutter. So this is a Dart package. It's a simple service locator. Like happens what I am using a MVVM structure architecture that we'll be using here, and the difficulties having a MVVM structure in the Flutter is that I have to let me show you MVVM architecture also. So MVVM architecture is mainly used in Android development, and it's good for the development field. So from this diagram you can see that our view screen is separated from the model with the view model screen in the middle. Like view contains our designs, UI, UX, and this model contains the data that comes from the server, and there is a middle part that is view model. So view model helps us in connecting these two parts with each other. This is the business layer and this is the presentation layer, and the difficulties in Flutter using this package is that we have to use a context so that we can know the current position of the widget on the tree, but dividing the business logic layer and view becomes difficult if we don't use that package. If you use, there are many other packages also like gettext and Flutter block, but I will be using getit as it's a simple service locator, and I have used it with the provider so that I can here is the one line that I will like to show. So also if you use the service locator package, I can decide to move it that like way. Doesn't clutter your UI. These are some extremely good points that you would like to explore. So you can explore this documentation. So this is the MVVM architecture we will be using, and this is the get it formula, that get it algorithm that we have to use for this. Instead of the setup locator, and we have different view models that we have to first register for the business logic layer. So here I have a get it package that I have installed. Here's the base view of that package. These are some of the advanced concepts I will like to show in different video if you want. And this is the base model that will be our application models that will be extended through our web view models that are presented here. These view models extend our base models. So it will have all the properties of this base model inherited by this web models, view models. So let's show you the source file that contains all our juicy code. These all are the pre-written application. I can get you the boilerplate. Where is the boilerplate? I have made a boilerplate. I will share all the code repositories with you all. github.com. Let me see where is the I have made a boilerplate. Here's the Flutter boilerplate. You can get this Flutter boilerplate. It contains all the code required for the LESS service. I have made all the codes. So there will be no code, but you can use the same for getting, and then you can use all your applications like that. So okay, here is the different part completed, and let me show you the source file. So here is the source file. These are the some models, like these the data that I will be getting from the RESTful architecture from our server. Then I will store all our data in that class model, which will store our name, profile, different methods for this, and from converting the data from the JSON and then converting back to JSON if you want to send the data back to the server. These are the two models, article and profile. There's other screens. I will go through one of them. Utils is a simple utility function. I have used one of the utility like convert format date. Like I will be having date in timestamp format, then I will be convert in this format ddmmyy. And there's a widgets, block card, driver widget. That are the different components that we can reuse again and again. These are view models associated with these screens. So what I was basically saying that this screen is a presentation layer, our UI logic. This model is the model. This is the backend layer or our data layer that will contain all of the code, and this block view model, login view model, that help us in connecting these two parts. We cannot directly connect these two parts because if we connect, we cannot have a stateful architecture. Like we cannot listen to all the changes. I have to do prop drillings and state level management. If you know that state level management, if we like there is a part that I have in a article screen. Now I have to use that same part in a sign in screen. So what I have to do that first I have to move from that component to the article screen and then do prop drilling to the sign up screen. That is a cumbersome project. but these provider help us to store a different data, different player, where all of these screens to listen to the changes, and whenever our changes occurs to one of these screen, it just get populated to all of these screens. That are the power of providers in the Flutter. So with the data view model layer, we can use that both things. So let's get started for one of these screen one by one. Let me present it in somewhere. So yeah, so first is our article screen. Let me show from the article screen. So what is the article screen? As you can see, article screen is basically a based of these cards, these list cards that I have used. So before getting the list card, I have to first fetch all the data from the server, right? So what I am using here, I am extending the base view model, that is a of type block view model. And before, whenever the data loads, like I have used one of the function, let me show you. Block, here is the column, here is the model, here is the scaffold part, here is the data. I don't know, let me show if there will be any data. So here is basically a single child scroll view which contains all our code. Here I have used the smart refresher that is come from here. So basically our data comes from the backend, like we will send the request to the server. Let me show where this. Sorry for the delay, and I was on the wrong screen. So here is the correct screen that corresponds to this screen. So here I have extended the base view, that is a block view model, and whenever the data loads, like model.get architecture, get articles, this is a request that we send to the server and we get the data. Until then, whenever the data gets, we show the circular progress indicator, and once our data this builder is get built. And this is a simple scaffold function with a drawer widget on the right hand side of this left hand side of the screen. And whenever the data comes, it gets like, let me show you where is the data is I am showing. And this is the scoper, this is the app bar, this is the action, this is a container, this is a smart refresher on refresher. Yeah, this is the list view boiler, that whenever the data our data gets this is stored in our model, and this model is here articles.dat. So happens what, let me show you once again. Before our building our screen on model ready, these functions help us in getting the data before building any screen. So model.get articles, if we click on that, this is a block view model that I was talking about, connecting the business layer from the tracker layer. It's simple a get article function which use our API service to get the articles. This article is based on our server with the post endpoint, and if जब तक डेटा हमारे पास आता है, we have a set state to the view idle, and then we have a view idle, and then so if there will be any response error, that there is a show failed toast. Otherwise the articles gets from the JSON we just put in the model class and then show it here. So I hope you understand this part. And like I can click on the articles and then we move to that article screen, and this is a particular article screen. This is printed here. I haven't used any RESTful piece here because the previous data that I have used, I have just sent the properties here. So here is simply a article that we have sent from the previous screen, and then we get all the screen populated here with all these designs here. So these two screens are over. Let's talk about now third is the editor screen. I will show the editor screen. It's a bit different. I have used some of the packages like text field and text toolbar for this screen. So this is a screen that is based on, let me show here. So when you add names to it, this editor screen gets over, and there is a title, there is a text, there is an image that you can add, and when you click publish, the article gets stored and populated here with all the data. So these are all the screens you can go through one by one, like profile screen, register email screen. I have this working model for you all. I will not go for scratch building like building with you. You can all do that with your own. I will be sharing all the repositories, but if I get a good, I will be there for you all for the end. If you encounter any problem, feel free to contact me on the comment box. I will be trying to answer your question. You can also connect with me on GitHub and LinkedIn. I will be providing you the links. Let me show you. You can connect with me on LinkedIn as Asmit Vimal. And also, if I get a good response from this video, I will try to make this code from the scratch with you all, with everything writing from the base, so that you can understand what is, as I am going very high level in this video, because I am not here intention to make everything from the starting. I will be just using my model, completed model, and I will be showing you the code for you, helping you to understand how this works. And if you want for this video to start, I will start this footage from the beginning. I will think if I get a proper response and good response from this video, and then I will sure try to make a new video with all the things starting from the scratch. So till now I have this model. I will show you here, and I will be sharing all the GitHub links that are required for this video. Hope you like the video, and I will try to make another if there is a good response. Thank you, and if you like, you can like and subscribe my channel. Hope you all like. Thank you.